Podcast Network. This is the Lifestyle Live Podcast.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. In 3, 2, 1. If you have ever dealt with acne scars or deep wrinkles, you know how frustrating it can be to feel confident about the skin you're in. The team at Lyfe MedSpa prides themselves on providing an array of transformative cosmetic and wellness treatments. On this Lifestyle Live Podcast Part 2 episode, we learn about Plasma Rich Fibrin, or PRF, a cutting-edge collagen induction therapy that harnesses the power of your body's growth factors to initiate cell regeneration. I know, it sounds like a lot, but I'll explain. This is the Lifestyle Live Podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Lifestyle Live.
Welcome back, you guys. If you have ever suffered from skin issues like acne scars or deep wrinkles, you know what it's like to feel a bit self-conscious about the skin you're in. So here to help us learn more about the benefits of PRF treatments are Dr. Caroline Asava and licensed esthetician Sydney Utterback. Thank you both so much for being here. This is a little different because last time we were at your offices, bringing you here today for sort of a part 2. And it was interesting to me when we did the first part 1, I had a couple of viewers comment like, why are you doing that, Amber? You don't need any of that, blah, 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 for your skin. And I'm actually glad they said that, because what they don't know is a lot of times what lies underneath the makeup is acne scars and things that people have to deal with. But you see this with clients, with customers every single day.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And what is this like for you? Because this is a passion.
It is. I just really wanted a treatment modality that would offer my clients something that's effective.
Yeah.
And you know, whenever your clients are loyal to you and they put their trust in you, it wants me to bring out the best.
Well, and I'm so glad that you were talking about this, because this can be a little scary. And if you're thinking of, okay, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, it's a little different. I know this microneedling there's PRF and there's PRP. Can you explain the difference and what each of those do?
Yes, so they're both plasma therapies, but PRF is the Plasma Rich Fibrin, PRP is the Plasma Rich platelets. The PRF has a higher concentration of platelets. It has a higher concentration of growth factors, and then the collection process is a little different too.
Yeah.
The PRP uses the anticoagulant, the PRF does not.
Yeah.
So if you look at things in terms of efficacy, the PRF is definitely more efficacious compared to PRP.
And this is something I know that you got done yourself, and you were able to see a difference. I know for me, I was a little concerned because I thought, well, I'm nursing, I'm breastfeeding, I don't think I can do something like this, but you say it's completely safe.
It is for a nursing
for
client.
nursing mama.
However, pregnant, I would say you might want to hold off on that.
Okay. What were the results for you? We touched on that last time.
Yeah.
But why was it so important for you to take care of maybe some of the problem areas, I said, so to speak, that you felt like you had?
Yeah, so I had a lot of acne scarring underneath and redness in my skin.
Yeah.
And Dr. Caroline had talked to me about that, about the treatments that would help me. And so going in, I've noticed less breakouts, less of that scarring underneath. We're definitely going to do another treatment to target those deeper acne scars.
I wanted to mention that as well, because when I think a lot of it was genetic for me, because I grew up, and especially through high school and college, I had acne, and there were certain spots, trouble spots, that would not go away. So I know this is what that targets, is getting that scar tissue, smoothing everything out perhaps.
It does.
It might need multiple treatments. Some are one and done, good, but you say others might need 2 or 3. Yeah.
Reason being, if you look at the way that works, is we pretty much create all these like little micro channels with sterile needles. What it does is it creates an intentional injury on the surface of the skin. That does 2 things for the skin. It causes increased collagen production, and then another thing it does do is it helps with absorption.
Yeah.
It opens up all those channels, so we can put all these other things into the skin to optimize just the effectiveness of the product.
Yeah, and what I love about this is we could sit up here and talk all day, but we do have a testimonial from someone, a client of Dr. Caroline's, that I want you guys to take a listen to. Here it is.
I met Dr. Caroline, and I just was fascinated. She talked to me and took a look at my face, and just what you said was enough to get me to come in and try. And once I did, I was just fascinated by what she could do. I have very enlarged pores. I break out all the time, and so that's one of the things that she was working on. I have pigmentation all over my skin, so those are the types of things that she told me she could fix. She did recommend the micro needling, so I did do that. I've had a facial since then. The micro needling really just took off a lot of the dead skin that's on my face. I don't seem to exfoliate well on my own, so the whole way my skin felt was different. It was much smoother. It felt lighter. A lot of the pigmentation was starting to heal and didn't seem as prominent as it had before. I've got these little, I don't even know what they're called, but they're kind of like leftover bumps or something, and it really brought those down, so they weren't as obvious as they had been before. I seem to have to deal with so much. I would have thought that by this age I would not have to still have to deal with facial problems, with the problems that I dealt with as a teenager. Once I started doing this, once I started getting the facial and the micro needling, that really just helped me feel better. If your skin feels better, if you're feeling good about your face, you're feeling good about everything. So it just brought up everything. It just made everything much more appealing for me, and gave me the confidence that I really needed to just. I haven't worn makeup in a while because all that was happening with my face, but I actually put on a little makeup today, so I'm feeling much better with it. I'm loving it. This has really been a boost for me. I needed something that was just for me, and that gave me the confidence that I needed. I'm the president of a company, Borf Concepts, and we're a startup. We're just getting started with a lot of things, and I needed this confidence to be able to move forward and get things going. And I'm loving this. I'm loving being me. So this helps a lot.
Oh my goodness, I have so much to say, and I know that we're running out of time, but she was saying, I love being me, and how if you feel good in your skin, you feel good about everything. It is such a confidence booster. I'm telling you, I know we're going to go back for another treatment, but if your skin feels good and you've got that glow, it really is a difference. And it's all about confidence, I feel like, in 2024. And you say, don't be afraid. I know this is kind of some of the tools that you use and things, and there's an aftercare treatment, but don't be afraid. You make it very easy for everybody, and you can really do this in a couple of different settings if you need to, but you're the one to go to ask for more.
Well, I would say I think everybody needs to try it out. It treats it's a very simple treatment skin treatment option that treats a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And then I do all the corrective parts of it, but then Sydney, the licensed esthetician, does the maintenance part of it. And Sydney, do you just want to tell them a little bit about the maintenance part of it, what that would look like?
Yeah, so monthly facials is a great way to keep up with your maintenance and keeping your daily skincare routine. So just making sure you keep up on that. And
well, we thank you guys so much for being here, and again, having a passion for what you do, because it's so much more than a skin procedure here and there. It really is changing the outlook that you have on life and all about yourself. It starts within you. Right. So we appreciate you guys.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Lifestyle Live Podcast. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And connect for even more on Facebook and at lifestylelive.tv.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form